I'm from a place that nobody goes. Better leave early, don't stay till it closed. Growing up in Newburgh, it was an experience. It's what made me me. When I was young, I feel like Newburgh was fun. Always people outside. And this is contrary to popular belief, because I know everybody thinks like, oh, if it's not one of the 5 boroughs, it's country and sticks and dirt roads and whatnot. Like, nah, Newburgh is like really popping. It's a city. It was a fun place to grow up. As a kid, like little kid, I used to wake up early every Saturday and like watch cartoons. And I used to try to draw them and make up my own cartoons. And once I started to hit like 5th and 6th grade, and I started to notice I was taller than everybody in the class, I was like, yo, I gotta hoop. I gotta learn how to play basketball. I can't be one of the kids that, just big for nothing. I took my whole 6th grade summer when I knew I was about to go to middle school and they was gonna have a whole team. And I like dedicated myself to basketball. That was my passion. I used to wake up early to go dribble. I did the ankle weights. I did everything imagined. If I felt like it was gonna give me an edge in basketball, I did it. Basketball was probably like my first love. Yo, my personal influences in this was like X and Kanye. Like those are the 2 people that really.
DMX,
yeah. DMX and Kanye. Those are the 2 people that let me know like I could have a voice in this. They like the stuff that they talk about was stuff that related to me, because I grew up in the church. Like I was in church 5 days a week. I couldn't even listen to rap in my house. You know what I'm saying? So for DMX to be talking about all the gospel stuff that he did on that Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, it resonated with me. And then Kanye making the big gap between being like Beanie Siegel and Common Sense, rapping about working in retail and doing all this other stuff. Like that let me know I had a story and my story could be told too. I remember the day that I decided to leave school and basketball. I'm at school, I got a full ride, and I'm thinking to myself, like, best case scenario with this basketball, I get my degree, I go overseas, you know what I'm saying, play some pro, semi-pro, whatever the case may be, get a good job. If I pursue this music, the sky's the limit. I don't know what'll happen. And I know that I'll regret it if I never try. Here's me, I'm in a dorm room, and I'm really trying to like make up my mind. Like, I don't know the first thing about trying to make it, managers, none of that. I don't know what publishing is. I don't know no A&Rs. All I know is I've been rapping in front of my friends. Everybody tell me I'm nice and I'm really in love with this music. Now I have to call home and tell my black mother that I'm leaving a scholarship on the table to come home and pursue music. I call and I'm like, yeah, Ma, I wanna do music. I thought she was gonna kill me, but she really was just mad supportive and was like, yo, you're at the age where you gotta make your own decisions. You gotta decide what you wanna do. I really left the team like in the middle of the season. I walked in the gym, my bag over my shoulder, like say bye to everybody on my team, and went back home to pursue his music dream. After I came home from school, I had this one song called Oi, and that's pretty much where my whole career started.
Look, now I'm the 100 rack. Oi, get your woman snatch. Oi, give it to her good, now she in love with that. Oi.
We put together a video. I had my man shoot the video. They came to the hood, shot it. It seemed like everybody gravitated to it. Newburgh, Poughkeepsie, Middletown, Beacon, you know what I'm saying? All the surrounding areas knew about it. I started seeing people in the city repost it, and I started to get like little book for shows. Now, book for shows don't mean like a lot of bread like people think. They're like, yo, we got a bottle of Hennessy for you and $100. And you know what I'm saying? I'm going, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to the strip clubs, I'm going to do these shows just to get my song heard. That was the beginning. That's how it started.
I need 1.5, bottom line, nothing less. I need money, power, respect. Tell LA to cut the check. I need 1.5, bottom line, nothing less. I need money, power, respect. Tell Yeezy to cut the check.
This is right around the time I've been home for a little bit. My mom is like, yo, you gotta do something. You feel me? You've been at the crib, you using up my electricity. You gotta do something. I put my little associate's degree that I had, I put it to use, I started substitute teaching at the middle school. I'm doing that and I'm working at the Boys and Girls Club. I'll never forget one kid came up to me while I'm at the middle school. He's like, I know you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, you don't know me. He's like, I know you. You rap. you rap? I'm like, no, I don't rap. Yo, beat it, I don't rap. Got me mixed up, you know what I'm saying? So boom, he leaves it alone. And mind you, the numbers on the Oi video is still going up. They starting to play it on like Mix Show at like Hot 97 and whatnot. It's getting a little buzz. Now they know that Batman is Bruce Wayne. You feel me? Like they know. I'm like, all right, bet it's gonna die out though. It's gonna die out. So I take another day off. I don't substitute the next day. Boom. The same kid comes to the Boys and Girls Club the next day. He like, yo. I'm like, what happened to you? He's like, yo, they pulled us all into the office, B. They wanted to know how we knew your music, how your songs came up. Like, it was crazy. Like, I think somebody showed one of the teachers. I get a ring on my doorbell. And they just hand me an envelope. Turn around, walk back to the car. They don't say nothing to me. I'm opening this up. They told me to seek like some type of representation, legal representation. And I'm like, for what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what did I do? They wanted me to go before like some board or something like that. I'm like, you know what? I'm just not going back. You know, I ain't do nothing wrong, but I ain't going back. I figured if it had gotten to that point with the music, it was time to really like kick it up to the next gear.
Sway in the morning, Shay 405, man. Got our next guest up here, had to be.
Talk to me.
Oh, he's a success story.
Thank y'all for having me on here. I appreciate it.
If you don't mind sharing a little bit, what is your creative process when you may have to help out a female artist? How do you tap in like that?
I only hope too many, but when I work with Cardi, like, she has her own ideas, you know what I'm saying? She's always been this personality. She's always been a star way before music.
Me and Cardi, I known her for a minute. It was way before I popped off or she really popped off. She was always lit. She was always a personality, and when Oi was doing his numbers, she really liked it. Out of nowhere, one day she posted this video on Instagram dancing to the song on a car, on like a Nissan Sentra or something like that while she's pumping gas. And first off, I want to say she's a genius. Like, she's so ahead of her time with this internet marketing, video stunts. Like, she knew then, you know what I'm saying, what people and companies and corporations are now paying mad bread for.
It's easy for me to help her, like, just get her own thoughts out, you know what I'm saying? Or just rearrange something that she might say, like, all right, nah, yeah, that's a bar, but just put this in front of that, you know what I'm saying? So it's easy to do so. And it's just like what people want to hear from a person, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's how I feel like my gift is. I got a gift for words, she got a personality. I just helped her get it out.
Together.
You know,
I like that. Backing it up.
Yeah, no, that's dope.
Who wrote that line? Back.
Nah, that's me. Yeah, I had the hook in there already.
Yeah, man.
Backing it up. Throw that shit over here, girl. That's what it's for. What you say? You know how to go and get a bag, don't you? You know how to make a mad, don't you? Make your ex wanna get it back. That's a fact. Say a lot of for the in the back. Hey.
How Backing It Up came about, I was just going through beats with my manager. I heard it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's hard. And he plays something else. And I'm like, yo, no, go back to that first.
You a boss, so you hate when it's waste time. You too pretty to be paused on the FaceTime.
The verses started coming to me, blah, blah, blah. The hook came. And then once it was, get a bag, don't you?
You know how to go and get a bag, don't you?
I know who would be perfect for this, you know? King of talking then backing it up. I know who would be perfect for this.
I know how to go and get a bag, don't I?
It's almost tailor-made. This is like the stars are aligned, you know what I'm saying? So I go by the studio. Hey, what's up, friend? I got this thing, you know? I need you to do for me, you know? Push play. And she's like, nah, I'm on it. She knocked it out, and I knew I was gonna be a star after that.
That's what the spot said I was giz. Ran down on the she almost on her leg.
We go to the awards, right? We did the performance. The performance was fire. I knew what it looked like. You know, it's previously recorded. So we sit in there. I got good seats.
Only people ahead of me is like T.I. and his wife. I'm talking about, we got Busta Rhymes was sitting behind me. Here I am from Newburgh, and Busta Rhymes is behind me and shit.
So people wondering why I'm up there, right? They wonder like, yo, who's this? You know what I'm saying? Maybe you know somebody, maybe you got some bread or something. But then the performance comes on the screen. People ain't really know my face yet. Backing It Up was a big song, you know what I'm saying? Almost double platinum. Cardi's so big, it was just huge. It's easy to be overlooked when you know what I'm saying, when you stand next to her. So boom, I feel like it was a lot of people first time seeing my face, and they starting to double take. They like,
that's him. That's him. This is why he's here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm watching people be like, oh, this is the backing it up dude, and I was like, yeah, this is me. This is why I'm so far in the front.
Because I'm performing on the show.
Because I'm up here, yeah, exactly. So I like that moment. You want something more than just physical. It's been a while since you made someone original. You spend your time drinking wine in your living room. All that good, you can't find no one to give it to.
Working together with Ye on the Violent Crimes, I'm not really like a starstruck person, This is Ye. You feel me? Like, Ye album, Ye made me want to rap, you know what I'm saying? Dark Twisted Fantasy is one of my favorite albums ever in life. Because, like, yeah, working on this project, we got this, and I want to talk about this and that and the third. And, like, I just think, like, some of your ideas are dope, you know what I'm saying? I was listening to your stuff, I heard Like, this is Ye talking to me about stuff that I said, you know what I mean? Like, he talking about stuff that I said. I've always talked about stuff that Ye's done. Now here's Ye talking about stuff that I said. And it just led to him playing this track. The ideas he had on it just like kind of sparked my brain to think of my own daughter and my own life as a father. And it just came together. The record came together and he loved it.
This is the thing I be telling people. I've never been a writer. Like, you know what I'm saying? I never like, yo, I'm a writer. I do this. You know what I'm saying? Let me pen this for you. That never been my thing. I've always been an artist. You know what I'm saying? I've always been passionate about what I do. These two people just happen to be friends of mine and like that I respect and whatever. And that's how it came about. Yo, Kanye want me to come out here and like vibe with to hear my ideas. Mm-hmm. Like, cool.
I don't believe that's my calling, but it just so happened, to work out for me. I love that idea that I could create something that didn't exist until I did it. I contributed to the universe. I may have sparked a mind. I made somebody think about something. I put out something, you know what I mean? And made a contribution. Everybody has a time where it's like, you're not sure if, what you're doing is good, what you're doing is right, if your point or your messages are being conveyed. This whole songwriter thing, I think is dope that the names that I'm associated with have given it like, nah, you're nice. You know what I'm saying? These are people that could, work with anybody in the world. They mess with me, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I got from it. Like, yo, people like my ideas.
Do dirty work like Robin. Crack rock, Rolex, diamonds. Fendi flip flops, I'm styling. Buy brown Rolex diamonds. Ayy, I do dirty work like Robin. Crack rock, Rolex, diamonds. Gunshot, dog bark, siren.
Going into making Underrated, I had to let the world know who I was, who Pardison Fontaine was. It took a while after the initial release to make it because I wanted it to be perfect. I wasn't willing to compromise the quality of the project. Underrated was just a masterpiece, if you ask me. And I know without doubt, like, it was top 2 projects to come out within the last year. I knew that it was going to be an underrated project just because, and people told me. They told me like, oh, people don't know you that well, maybe do this and that. And I'm like, nah, they'll get to it. They'll get to it eventually, and I'm still watching it grow. Yeah, it's my baby. I knew it was going to be underrated. That's why we named it that. And because of it, it's allowed me to move a certain way. Now I know I can like, oh, watch when I put a visual to this. Watch when I do this. Watch when this comes out. I'm happy, and I'm very confident. You put something out, everybody might not like it, but 6 new people like it. 6 people that didn't like your music before now like your music. And at that rate, you know what I'm saying, you only gonna gain and grow. Like, you can't be afraid to grow. So I'm definitely willing to take more risks now and as far as expressing myself. And I always have fun doing so.
Make it a movie, yeah. Rex all of my Subi, yeah. Diamond and ruby, yeah. Smoke you like a Lucy, yeah. Hey, catch him, lagging, handsome, fashion, condom, magnum, Michael, Jackson.
Being the first out of my city is really, really a big deal and really like one of the most important things that really fueled my whole career. You know what I'm saying? When I first started, I really wanted to be like the best out of my hood. Like, that was it. Like, I wanted when people to go to the barbershop that they bring my name up when they talked about rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody around here, I wanted them to like, yo, nah, Party nice, you know what I'm saying? He been doing his thing. That's what I wanted. And I recently did a show. They got Newburgh illuminated, and I can't even tell you how many people was out there. I'm standing in the middle of Broadway. Broadway separates the sides of Newburgh. It's packed from the stage to the end of Broadway. It's people. And I think about like where I started and why I started and how my crib was right down the street where I recorded all my first songs. It's amazing. And now I bet there's a bunch of kids rapping now, a bunch of kids that's doing whatever they want to do and they know it's possible. I saw that young. I'm like, yo, we don't got no examples of making it. You know what I mean? I didn't even know nobody who knew nobody that was famous. We didn't know it was possible. So I feel like now, if I could do it, anybody could do it.
Whether it's BET, MTV, LA, Miami, ain't nothing like being at the crib. Brand new